Hey reseller friends, welcome to the latest edition of Seller's Corner, your go-to source for all things reselling. I'm Erin, product specialist at Vendoo, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to get started as a reseller. Whether you're looking to sell some things around your home or turn your side hustle into a legitimate business, this video is for you. Before I get started, let me invite you to subscribe to our channel. We publish content every week, and it's all related to Vendoo product tips, community updates, and information about how to scale and grow your resale business. Reselling is becoming a common household term. As the second-hand e-commerce market continues to boom, sustainability is starting to matter more to people, and thrifting has become cool. In this economy, everyone is looking for a side hustle to supplement their income, and many people's side hustle or hobby has turned into a very lucrative small business. Reselling, the process of selling used items online, is a lucrative profession for anyone and everyone. It does not require wealth or vast resources, higher education, and it's super flexible and very, very fun. Some resellers are super casual, just selling their own things or unwanted and outgrown items to make a few dollars. Other sellers are sort of hobbyists, and they do it to make a little extra spending money with a flip here and there. And many use it as a side hustle to legitimately supplement their income from other sources. And some of us are full-time resellers, buying low and selling high to make a profit and a full-time income. No matter where you are selling or why you are selling, reselling is for everyone, and here's what you need to know. If you're watching this, then you're already interested in reselling, or maybe you already are. But that is the first step, to just start. If you've been thinking about it or waiting or pondering it, just do it. The sooner you get started, the sooner you will be successful. If you're not ready to totally dive in, just take it slow, tiny steps. Do some preliminary research about the different reselling marketplaces. Sign up for a few accounts and download a few reselling apps. Of course, create social media accounts and start following other resellers. You even could post a few of your first items for sale. That is how everyone got started, photographing something and listing it. And now many people have scaled that into a really large business. While reselling in a high volume to make a full-time profit does take some serious work and a little experience, you do not need anything to get started. You can get started right now. If you break it down to its core, reselling is as simple as having or purchasing inventory, photographing it, listing it for sale, selling it, and shipping it. You do not need fancy equipment, lighting systems, expensive supplies or software, or really anything except a device with internet and a device with a camera. In fact, I recommend that you don't go spend crazy money and all sorts of these things. Really, you can reinvest your earnings later into nicer equipment that will make your processes faster. For now, start with your cell phone. First, you will need to decide what you are going to sell. If you're brand new and you've never sold anything online, start with the things around your own home that you don't use, don't want, or don't need. If you're looking to really scale, then focus on items that you enjoy, are familiar with, and of course that yield a profit. Once you decide what you're going to sell, you'll want to decide where you're going to sell it. Do some research. The internet offers an infinite collection of reselling marketplaces. Learn where the top sellers are, where the types of items you have sell, and explore those platforms. Learn their terms of service, what you can sell there, the seller requirements, the fee and shipping policies, payment structures, all of that. There is so much information available. In fact, on our Vendoo blog and here on our YouTube, we have so much content about all the different reselling platforms, what you can sell there, what is required to be successful. tips, tricks, information, and more. We also have a free ebook for download that will give you all the tips and tricks to get started. So once you know what you're going to sell and where you're going to sell it, just do it. You'll need to photograph your items. Of course, you'll want to photograph them with the best images possible. Great lighting, all angles. It's as simple though as just taking pictures. When you go to list, that can be a little bit trickier, wanting an adequate description that describes your item. But again, you can research that too. Go ahead to the search bar on any platform and search for the item that you're selling. Look at how other sellers describe it, how they price it, and what other sellers are doing in general. That's the best way to get started, and practice makes perfect. Most of the reselling platforms walk you through every step of the listing process. As a general rule, even if listing fields, or drop-downs are optional, fill them all out entirely because that will maximize your searchability and your exposure. You'll also want to learn what is required to be a successful seller where you're selling. For instance, on Poshmark, there is a sharing requirement where you share your listings, which is pretty essential to making sales because the sharing bumps your listings to the top of news feeds and search results. All of the different platforms have the little things that they require, the maintenance, the TLC behind them. So definitely do your research. Start small with one platform or two. And as you learn more, you network with other sellers, you join Facebook groups to chat about selling, and you gain experience, you'll see how so much information is available for you. And if you're willing to put in the work, you will be successful. Once you have more of an idea of what you're doing, how to make sales, and you're comfortable, then you'll really want to narrowly focus on some goals. Reselling takes a lot of time, and you want to be sure that you're adequately paying yourself for that time via selling items that yield enough profit to not just cover the cost of goods, but to cover the time spent in a way that's scalable so it can be increased and you can find more efficient processes, more tools and resources to save time and money and to make more money. I recommend keeping an eye on your numbers. Like I said, not everything is worth something when you think about the time that it will take you to sell. But also, there are thousands of resellers making a full living, enjoying flexibility, loving what they do, supplementing their income, and you can do that too. Browse our YouTube to learn tips and tricks, the ins and outs of all different platforms. Start on one with a large audience that's easy to use. If you're thinking about fashion, I highly recommend Poshmark. It's such a simple platform to use, and they really simplify the shipping process, which is something that's very intimidating to most resellers. If you're selling anything else, eBay and Mercari are great platforms. Large audience on eBay. While it's a little bit more technical and a little bit more is required, the world is your oyster as far as the resources available for you and all the other community of resellers that will help you scale and grow. Feel free to browse those videos, learn about the platforms, ask any questions below. And thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time, reseller friends.